Hey everybody, thanks for joining me today. This is Carl Hughes from Draft.dev. I wanted to go over my workflow for creating lead images on my blog. This was kind of inspired by a post I wrote recently on the Draft.dev blog called Free Stock Images for Your Startup. So one of the things I've noticed is a lot of startups have a hard time paying for stock images when they're just getting started. And you probably aren't going to be looking to invest in original illustrations or things like that until you're a little further along. So for early stage startups, it's still important to have images in their blog content, but you don't have to spend an arm and a leg. And so in this blog post, I listed out some of my favorite places for stock images for a startup. But feel free to dig around on the internet and find your own. There's a lot of other illustration sites that are coming up these days, so I would love to hear about those. So feel free to shoot me an email if you find other stock image or illustration sites that I should know about. I'll put a link to this blog post at the bottom of the video so you can check that out if you want. But what I'm going to do today is show you how I use a tool called Bannersnack with Unsplash to generate cool looking header images for my blog. So first, I'll take you over to my blog, my personal blog. So it's carllhughes.com. And when I write a blog post, I like it to have an original image, not just a sort of stock image that is clearly pulled from the internet. But to be honest, I don't invest a ton of money into blog posts on my personal blog because it doesn't make me any money. It's an effort of love. And so what I do is I use Bannersnack and Unsplash to kind of generate cool images like this one. So this is a unique image that'll be posted with this on social media. And so, for example, if you want to check out what a blog would look like if you posted it, you can use this social share preview Chrome extension. And this shows you this is what this blog post will look like on Twitter. This is what it'll look like on Facebook. This is what it'll look like on LinkedIn. So see, this is a really attention-grabbing big image, even though it's just a stock image with some text overlaid on it. But that still like lets it stand out a little bit in people's feed. And so if you're sort of looking for a middle ground between getting an original illustration, original photo, or maybe expensive stock photos, and then the free stock photo options, the middle ground I like is to do something like this. So I'm going to show you how I do this. Let's go into Bannersnack. So if you go to bannersnack.com and you sign up for an account, you could start on their free trial. It's a really great deal. You can get going for free, and then you can kind of work up to a paid one if you want. I think right now I'm paying $20 a month, maybe $30 a month. It's not a ton for the amount of images and things that I do. They'll give you folders to kind of organize all your images in. So I'm going to go to create new image. I'm going to single design here. And I like to use this responsive landscape. This is like the sort of lead image on a blog size. So the first thing I'm going to do, there's a couple ways you can do this. The easiest way to do it is just do everything in Bannersnack if you're on a paid plan. If you're not on a paid plan, you can go to Unsplash and download an image. So I'll start off doing that. So let's go to unsplash.com. This is one of my favorite stock photo sites. And let's see, which one of my old blog posts maybe needs a image? We're going to go back to the beginning. Page 9. Long time ago. This has got just a plain old stock image. And it's about, are you placing the blame internally or externally? So let's see if Unsplash has any good images for blame. Nothing. So let's do point. Probably where, oh, there we go. This is a good one. Okay, so I'm going to download this image. Downloaded that, and now I'm going to upload it to Bannersnack. This is really easy. Just drag and drop it right in. Okay, so it's uploading to Bannersnack. And I'm going to do a little bit of manipulation right in Bannersnack. You don't even have to do anything funky down your computer. I'm not a designer. A lot of people who know me know this. I sort of hack it, and that's what I'm going to do today. Okay, so I've got my big pointing guy right in the middle there. And now Bannersnack comes with some nice looking defaults. The title of this post is, are you placing the blame internally or externally? So maybe what we can do is something like, this might work. Let's try this. Are you placing the blame internally or externally? So maybe what we can do is something like, are you placing the blame internally or externally? So maybe what we can do is something like, are you placing the blame internally or externally? So maybe what we can do is something like, are you placing the blame internally or externally? So maybe what we can do is something like, are you placing the blame internally or externally? So maybe what we can do is something like, are you placing the blame internally or externally? So maybe what we can do is something like, are you placing the blame internally or externally? So maybe what we can do is something like, are you placing the blame internally or externally? So maybe what we can do is something like, are you placing the blame internally or externally? So maybe what we can do is something like, are you placing the blame internally or externally? So maybe what we can do is something like, are you placing the blame internally or externally? So maybe what we can do is something like, are you placing the blame internally or externally? So maybe what we can do is something like, are you placing the blame internally or externally? So maybe what we can internally or externally? Question mark. And then I don't need this last little, oh, whoops. Don't need this last little bit here, so let's delete that one layer. I think, I'm trying to remember how to do this. I think I need to ungroup these. Yep, sorry. No, I'm not a pro designer, so this is probably, this is good because it makes you feel like you don't have to be that good. Okay, so other thing I'm going to do is I'm going to resize this. This can be bigger. Okay, and I'm going to they're giving me these nice drag lines to drag and center it. So great, now this is centered. Now the last thing I want to do here is make this image sort of fade away a little into the background. Right now, as you can tell, that image, it's like hard to read this text because of the image. So what you can do is you get this layer here, and I'm going to turn the opacity way down. Okay, so now you can still see there's a hand pointing, which gives you the idea that we've got blame going and there's a guy back there, but it's not like taking over the text. You can still very easily read this text. Another thing, maybe I'll make this, I don't know, maybe that needs to stay a relatively big size. Okay, we'll just leave that. I'm not a designer, folks. I'm just trying the best with what I got. Okay, so that's it. I've now made this background image for my blog post. I can download this as any number of files. PNG is usually good for the internet. I'll download that. It's going to take just a second. I'm going to replace this in my blog post, and now I've got this nice shareable social media image. So that's how I use Bannersnack and Unsplash to generate really eye-catching blog post background images, kind of like this one or this one. Yeah, it looks a lot better than the stock random photos. So hopefully this helps you out. If you want more places to look for stock photos, again, it's draft.dev/learn, and you can go to our blog and find our blog post on free stock images for your startup. Hopefully this helps some of y'all out get started using better images on your blog. And if you need any help with your blog, feel free to reach out to me. It's Karl, Karl, at draft.dev, or you can go to draft.dev and book a call with me. I'd love to talk about how we can help you out with your blog, both creating images and original technical content, as well as writing. So looking forward to hearing what you think.